Hello Sagittarius, my name is Tanya and I'm going to be doing a month ahead reading for you for February. So let's see what the cards have for you. I did pre-shuffle so we don't have to spend a lot of time on that. And let's go right in. We're starting off with the Hanged Man, the Six of Swords, the Seven of Wands, the Knight of Pentacles, and the Emperor. So you're bookmarked with two major arcana. So there's something that's going to cause a change in you, in your perspective on something, on how you view something, or there's going to be an evolution in some way. It's a bigger theme, broader theme about life for you. And I do see too here, you're moving on from something from the past, and you're passionate and about your stance on something and holding your ground. So let's see what we get as we go into each card. Starting off here with the Hanged Man. This is a major arcana card. This is a card about being in a state of stasis, if you will, suspension, a personal, deliberate timeout. You're like, look, I need to not make any decisions right now. I need to sit back and just observe and not give my opinion, not make any judgments, just observe what's going on. Look at things from a different perspective. See what I can learn as things are unfolding without giving any input. Now, this could be hard to refrain from telling somebody how you think it should be done, from providing guidance when somebody might seem to be struggling. They need to figure it on their own, but you can observe and learn yourself from how they handle things. So this is maybe hard for you, or it might be, depending on what the subject area is, you could be fascinated by this opportunity to take this break, to sit back like at the back of the room and watch the class, observe the class, observe the teacher, observe how people learn, how people teach, and how things are processed. And you'll learn probably a lot about how you process things and what your biases are as you're doing that. It's taking kind of a philosophical approach too, digging into your own psyche and learning more about yourself here. But then we move to the Six of Swords. This is a card about moving on, about leaving behind some old beliefs, an old argument, maybe even a way that you used to process things, you're changing that. Or letting go of some form of communication or connection with someone. Probably from what you learn when you take the time to just sit with it and observe it and look at it from a different perspective. A result of that is moving on from an old pattern, from something you now see does not serve you in any way. And why do you keep bringing it up? Why do you keep letting it impact you? You're able to look into that here when you're in the role of the Hanged Man, and that gives you the strength or the perspective to let it go and move on from it, so it's not impacting you anymore. To move from something that may have been choppy and uncertain before into a more certain, calmer space. So moving on from an old stale belief or whatever this means to you, you've let that go. You've freed yourself from that situation now. Then we have the Seven of Wands. Wands are a fire element. It's about passion, bold, action, movement, vivacious. This person is defending their ground, defending their space, defending their energy, against those who are challenging her. They are not going to give up. They are firm in how they feel about it and what they believe. They're passionate about it. They're not going to put up with any nonsense from others. They know what they know. And you can't change their mind, or you can't knock them off their ground. So this could be you, where people, because you're moving away from this situation, from this old pattern, it could be that friends and family are not moving on from that, but you are. And they're coming at you, right? Emotionally trying to throw you off your game, or pull you back into the drama, or pull you back into the same pattern. There's going to be some resistance there. And you just need to stand your ground and say, no, that is not me anymore. Sorry, I had an epiphany and I've evolved. I am on higher ground now. I have a higher vibration now. I'm coming at it from a better position than everyone around you, because you're on top of your game here. And then we move to the Knight of Pentacles. Now we're getting to the point of, okay, we've moved on. We've made that choice. We've reiterated and defended our stance on this change that we've made. Now we're looking toward the future with the Knight of Pentacles here, and taking the time to make a thorough plan, to try different things, make adjustments, try again, until you perfect it. Until you figure out what works right just for you specifically. The Knight of Pentacles is the slowest moving knight in the deck. They take their time figuring things out. They're going to experiment, observe, write down what works, what doesn't, try again with some tweaks, and repeat, repeat, repeat until they have it nailed down. But it does require patience, and it is a slower pace. Take your time and don't rush things at this point, because you want to get it right. And then we're ending here with the Emperor, another major arcana card. The Emperor is in control. It's I would say the highest, one of the highest, depending on how you want it. It's considered the father, if you will, of the major arcana, maybe even of the whole tarot deck. They're about control in some sense, setting boundaries with others and with yourself, and then honoring those boundaries. But you need to know what those boundaries are that you want to set. The Knight of Pentacles, you will learn some of that as you're going through this, because these people need boundaries. They need rules about when they can contact you, what you're willing to talk about or not talk about, what kind of language you will or won't accept, etc. It may even be a boundary that says, no, you may not contact me. That's the boundary. But then in turn, you also cannot contact them. Now, these are going to be boundaries that benefit you, that help you grow and move on, and give you the space you need to flourish as you move forward. Let's see what we have on the bottom of the deck. The High Priestess. It's a beautiful card. This is feels like a growing trust in your own intuition, a growing trust or sense of connection with the moon and the cycles of the moon. It might be something you're just more in tune with as you're moving through February, too. So try to pay attention to that. The High Priestess trusts herself, her intuition, implicitly in everything that she does. It's woven into her life, in every aspect of her life. So you might be able to even leverage that when setting up these boundaries. And having that deep understanding of yourself and knowing what kind of boundaries you need that you'll honor or be willing to abide by. And it's also going to help here too with the planning and the trial and error. It can help you move through that process a little more quickly. And help you feel into exactly what it is that works for you. Okay, let's pull an oracle card. What do we have? Starkeeper. I like that. Cosmic Ancestor. Seed the light by staying grounded. Be connected. The Knight of Pentacles, it's an earth element, and that is that very grounded, connected to the earth. Very much in your body and present with yourself, wherever you are. Feeling your feet on the ground and connected to something solid. There's even through your intuition or the High Priestess card here, this connection to Cosmic Ancestor. So you could be supported, not just by new friends and family, by those who are there to support you and not try to throw you off your game, but also by people who have passed, by your ancestors. Grandparents, great-grandparents, anyone who has passed. They are all there observing and watching and cheering you on and encouraging you to make these changes. And they're proud. They're very proud of the work that you're doing and the changes you're making. To the family karma. It's beautiful. Okay, that's what I have for you, Sagittarius. Please hit that like button and please hit subscribe to help me grow my channel. Thank you so much for watching, and I will talk to you later.